Hey guys, it's Mrs. Blue. Let's make some art. You can find me on YouTube under the title Mrs. Blue, Let's Make Some Art. If you email me pictures of your art to jlpic@cps.edu, you might have a chance of winning a golden paintbrush. So, without further ado, drum roll please. My golden paintbrush winner today, let me put this yellow paper here so things show up better on this dark background, is two young ladies named Ella and Caitlin. Ella and Caitlin have not just done one art project. They have not just done two art projects with me. They have done many art projects with me. And they're not just okay. They're amazing. These two young ladies are coming up with their own style. On this flashlight art, they even created a special thing on the flashlight to make the things show up even better in the background. A little black flap that they can open and close, which was pretty genius. So I don't even know what to say about Ella and Caitlin other than that I'm super impressed. I mean, these are amazing. Good job, ladies. Keep up the good work, and I hope you tune into this video so you can see yourselves winning the golden paintbrush. Okay, so with that said, today we are going to I'm going to teach you how to draw step by step Grumpy Cat. I don't know if you know Grumpy Cat, but Grumpy Cat is a cat who was born looking very grumpy. Would you like to see another picture of Grumpy Cat? Here's Grumpy Cat. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So Grumpy Cat looks super grumpy all the time, and I think it's fun to draw Grumpy Cat. So today, all you're going to need are a pencil, eraser, a piece of white paper, and something to color Grumpy Cat. Whatever you want, your choice. And I'm going to teach you step by step how to draw this Grumpy Cat. All right, so Grumpy Cat, here we come. Let me get my white piece of paper. It's facing tall, not long. It's going to be facing vertical. Like this example here. Look, I have to have everything straight or that just messes with my psyche. Okay, so there's the tall paper and here's my pencil and eraser. And let's start drawing Grumpy Cat. So first, to help us out, it will help me give directions and it will help you draw a super perfect Grumpy Cat. We're going to take our paper and we're going to fold it once like this, like so. And then we're going to open it up and we're going to fold it once like this. So just once the short way and once the long way. And now we've created a crisscross grid on our paper, and that is going to be very helpful when we're drawing each Grumpy Cat step. So we are going to start on top. I'm not going to trace them because I don't want to leave a mark on my paper. So hopefully you can see the fold lines on your paper. Very nice. Right above this center fold, so this middle fold, I'm going to start by drawing the eyes, or part of the eyes anyway. So here's the middle fold. Here's this middle fold. So starting right about here, I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to draw kind of an upside down rainbow shape. Then I'm going to go straight over. Now the hardest part is we have to try to match that on this side. Let me get in a little closer so you can really see nice and well today. Okay, so right here, I'm going to kind of try to match this shape. It's about this big, it goes to about here, because I want these ovals to look similar, right? Yeah, so those are pretty good. Pretty similar, I'd say. They don't need to be perfect because our eyes are not exactly perfectly the same. Okay, now I'm going to add Grumpy Cat's line right here for his iris, right? Grumpy Cat has kind of blue eyes. like so. And if you look up Grumpy Cat on the internet, you'll find lots of images. There's like annual Grumpy Cat calendars, and there, I mean, it's like never ending, the Grumpy Cat things you will find. This Grumpy Cat I printed, and it is a stand-up, so you can like stand him up on your desk. See, look, there it says Grumpy Cat. This is officially licensed Grumpy Cat product. So feel free to look up Grumpy Cat because it's pretty funny. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the second line that goes around Grumpy Cat. So it goes like this, stop here, and this goes below the middle fold line just a touch, because this first one touched the middle fold line. And then it goes up, and then there's a few hairs right here, right? Okay, so again, I'm going to keep this similarly spaced, so it looks nice and fancy. Go over, up. There, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so there's my two eyes. Now, right in the center of our paper, looks like mine is about right here, below the center line, we're going to draw Grumpy Cat's nose, like this. Now, Grumpy Cat's most famous feature, a line right here, and his grumpy face. Look at that. Whoa, it's starting to look like Grumpy Cat. Okay, now I'm going to go around like so. I went a little too far over that way. Let me fix that. Good thing, as always, we're using a pencil. Again, you guys know my kind of sketch technique. I usually draw sketch lines and then erase the ones I don't like until I end up with the ones I do. And I like that. Okay, now we're going to connect this middle portion with a little triangle. Then we're going to draw 3 cat whiskers like this on Grumpy Cat. Oh man, it's starting to look like a cat. Okay, here on the middle line, right here, kind of close to the side of his eye, so I don't want to get too far away. I'm going to go hair, and then this is about the middle of this top space, right? This mark right here. So I'm going to go around, and then right here, I'm going to do those same. I'm going to look how high they went. And I'm going to do those. They can look different, right? It's fur. And I'm going to make sure I arch down and connect to that. That looks super funny now, but don't you worry. As always, we make it look amazing at the end. Okay, now we need to start here, and we need to kind of just wave on down to the side of the paper like this. There's no rhyme or reason, just sort of like this. Okay, super simple. Now I'm going to add a spot of light in each eye like this. And I'm going to add Grumpy Cat's ears like this. Oh my goodness, he looks so grumpy. Okay, I'm going to make this side a little wider. My Grumpy Cat, I think, looks a little too skinny. Just a touch wider. Oh yeah, I like that better. I mean, that looks like a pretty good Grumpy Cat. Now, all we have to do is color. So here's my crayons in a little handy dandy transportable container. And let's put Grumpy Cat here to give us some inspiration. You don't need to see my crayons. Okay, now I see in Grumpy Cat grays, blacks. Let's see if I can spot my blue. There's, oh no, that's purple. Here's a blue for some Grumpy Cat eyes. I'm not really paying attention too much to what color blue it is. I'm going to get this little kind of natural color. Oh, we need some pink for Grumpy Cat's nose. How could I forget? Let me look on this side. I see a pink right here. Okay, I think I'm going to get to coloring. So I'm going to start by coloring. You know, maybe I'll use a marker to color in the middle of his eye. That's kind of small right here, because I don't want to make a mistake with the crayon, because it's kind of a small space, like so. And you know what, artists? I'm just going to take this moment to, this is not very many pencil lines that we made, so it just makes sense to just outline everything with marker. You know that's my favorite thing to do, because it just makes everything stand out and pop. And we want Grumpy Cat to look the grumpiest ever. So I think I'm just going to take a minute and do this. Right? Okay. Bear with me. Oh, the most important part. Grumpy Cat's so grumpy. The cat on my shirt is Andy Warhol's cat. Andy Warhol, the artist who made the famous soup cans, lived in a big art studio called the Factory, and he had many cats, so many that just roamed all over his New York studio, and he drew them. He and his mother, who lived with him, drew them all the time. And this happens to be one of Andy Warhol's drawings of his cats on my dress, but I thought I would wear it today since we're drawing Grumpy Cat. Okay, now I like that I outlined that. That makes me very happy. Now I'm going to color Grumpy Cat's. Ours is kind of a cartoon version of Grumpy Cat. Of course, there's Grumpy Cat. It's not a super realistic version, but that's what makes it so awesome. I'm going to just do a little pink shading around the mouth too, because, you know, when I look at Grumpy Cat, I kind of see some pink shading around in there. So even though it's a cartoon version, we can make it look super awesome. I am going to color this part of Grumpy Cat's eyes blue, because Grumpy Cat has bright blue eyes. Okay, and then this portion signifies the fur around Grumpy Cat's eye, which I'm coloring black because it looks very dark, like so. I am also going to color this part of the ear very dark because it's the back flap of the ear. And I'm going to color this part of the ear a little lighter. I don't know why I skipped to the ears before finishing the eyes, but I guess my eye was just drawn to this ear as I was coloring that eye. Okay, now let's color this fur. Let's not get too distracted. Here we go. I'm gonna leave this part white because look at Grumpy Cat's face here. That's very white. And then it looks like Grumpy Cat, for the most part, is gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this gray. And I'm going to color just, you know, zigzag crayon lines like this. Excuse the line from my yellow paper. Maybe I'll move that so you can't see that. It doesn't show up on my beautiful artwork. Look at that. You could even use some darker and lighter grays to add more shading. I just don't see any in my kit right now. I'd have to look a little harder. And I'm not gonna do that because I'm happy with it just like this. And I see some gray hair coming down this way, but it looks to me like Smelly Cat's front fur right here is rather white. So I'm going to color this portion gray in here. And I'm going to leave. This would be fun to paint too, you guys. And then I see some like kind of brownish colors up in here. So, you know, you guys know how I always like to add even more dimension and color because why not? Okay, and then maybe even some browner color down in here where his front legs are going to be. And that's pretty much the extent of our Grumpy Cat. So there you have it. Let's make sure we can get the whole Grumpy Cat on the screen. You know, some days we're feeling grumpy, so today was the day to draw a Grumpy Cat. Let's, before we end, make some let me get these little marks. Oh, they're just marks on my yellow paper. Can't even get them out of the way. Let's make some grumpy faces, shall we? Like this. Did you see my dad was calling? I'm gonna have to call him after I get off of this video. Gotta chat with your parents. They're the most important people in your life. All right, ready? Let's look grumpy. Even grumpier. Come on, you can do it. Okay, you guys. I hope you enjoyed drawing Grumpy Cat today. Send me pictures. I can't wait to see your Grumpy Cats. Okay. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.